Hey there, everyone. Thought I'd give you a first month of June garden tour today. It's June 2nd, 2026, and it's a cool, breezy day, which is super rare in North Carolina for any time after May 1st. But we're having a nice, cool spring. So here you go. I'm going to turn around and let you see the gardens. The the roses are sort of recuperating after their big bloom at the beginning of May, and they're still blooming nicely. Lots of new growth. That the deer came up and ate about half of it the other night because I forgot to spray. But they still look good. There's still plenty of growth, and now the deer repellent is on them, so they should leave them alone until the next heavy rain, if we ever get a heavy rain. But they're doing pretty well. The garden here in the front is maturing nicely and still looking good with a little oriental flair. My newest garden, which I took out all the old overgrown Andina bushes, and I've planted two different kinds, a white and a pink blooming loropetalum, and some dwarf yellow-leafed ilex. Also put in a pink hydrangea on the corner. We'll see if the deer will leave it alone. I sprayed it just in case because they love hydrangeas. But anyway, that's the front. And of course the back, as you know, is my private paradise jungle. Got a couple more roses in pots. Got Theory Marks and Scheherazade. This area here is done up for the summer with my cranes and my big pot of coleus, which will be, up to like the second or third board of the house by the end of the summer. The jasmine arch is just about finished blooming, getting ready to start crazy jumping, which I have to prune it like every week or two to keep it under control because they grow like crazy. Looking down through the path, it's a lot less open than it was during the last tour, but you can still get through. I try to keep it beat back. New antelope head on the deck. And of course everyone loves the underneath of the deck with the fountain and all the shade-loving ferns, and most of these big ferns are ostrich ferns, and they just spread around and do their thing, and they're happy as pigs in slop. Looking over this way, the hibiscus, Rose of Sharon, starting to bloom. Another rose in a pot called Yves Piaget is starting to bloom. One of my red hot pokers just finished blooming, and the others are growing. And this large thing here is a pink butterfly bush, and it is happy. It has grown all of that just since early spring. Looking back this way, coming back toward the patio, everything's coming along nicely. Growing. I've got cannas blooming and crinums. Crinums blooming. That's my first crinum of the year. The oak leaf hydrangea is doing its thing. This pretty little rose here is called Louise Clements. It's a real pretty one. My little sitting area where I have my coffee in the morning. The patio, I just just finished repainting the aluminum stuff. Um, and this is my new fern bench I just got. They delivered it about a week ago, and I love it. I see them on Gardener's World all the time and always wanted one, so I finally got one. My orange tree is full of baby oranges and doing really well. Of course, the palms are doing their thing. This giant one's blooming. It's got a stalk about probably about almost 15 feet tall. They're sable minors. And then I got a spinner that's going for the summer. And looking back up this way is all my bee-loving plants. There's lavender, there's verbena on a stick, there's agastaches, there's rattlesnake master, there's cup plant. I pretty much let everything go back to seed, and where it comes up, I keep it. If I don't want it there, I just remove it. So it's doing its thing, attracting lots of pollinators. This is my favorite view in the morning of my ballerina when I'm sitting having my coffee. This arch is just about finished blooming and getting ready to do its jumping thing for the summer. Going down into my woodland garden, you got Saint, oh God, what's his name? I forgot. St. Francis. And then looking down here, got another bird bath. Banana trees coming into its own. The hydrangea, Endless Summer, is doing its thing, looking gorgeous. New water pot I just put in with more shade-loving water plants that'll tolerate shade anyway. Looking back this way, it's this area down here is always about 10 degrees cooler than it is up in the sun. And everything looks pretty good for the summer. It's always a pain to keep things watered down here because it's so shady and so dry. We have to have a really heavy rain to get water down here through the leaves of the trees. But we do. A new bottle tree. Always wanted one of those, and I bought a cheap one online at Amazon and it fell apart. And so I ordered one from a iron manufacturer, and it's made of iron. And it's standing up and doing well. We'll see how it does in the first windstorm. But so far it looks like it's going to do okay. The fence is on the property line. All this back here is protected greenway in the city we live in. And so there can never be any development back here, which is why we picked this lot. I've got citrus trees down here. I've got this one. This one, believe it or not, does bear fruit every now and then, but it's a Juanita tangerine. This really big one here is a Morton citrange, and it always gets fruit on it every year. We have nice seating areas down here in the woodlands so you can sit and enjoy the cooler temperatures and commune with Buddha. We have lights down here at night so that you can come down here at night and sit and walk around and enjoy it even in the evening. So I have birds in my birdhouse this year. I think I've got birds in both of the birdhouses. I think the babies may have already fledged, but I've got another bird house that's got stuff hanging out of it up there. It looks like a hornet's nest made out of clay. But yeah, everything looks good. Put a little caladium in there to add some color. Sort of picks up the red in his beak. And I've got oak leaf hydrangea down here too, but this one just gets lots of foliage and rarely ever blooms. It's in too much shade, I think. But like I said, everything looks pretty good. Another seating area. So hope you enjoyed the tour. It's going to take forever to download this onto YouTube. But anyway, hope you enjoy, and give it a thumbs up. Thanks.